Hi, welcome to another UDOT Utah weather discussion. Today is November 17th, 2025. I'm Marco Zanetti. Let's get into it. All right, so it's going to be a busy week this week. We've got quite a lot of key points here. So, an active weather week is expected for the state with rain and mountain snow. Central and southern Utah will be seeing much of the impacts through Wednesday. Then moisture looks to reach the Wasatch Front and northern Utah by Thursday afternoon. Snow levels will be dropping down to 7,000 feet Tuesday night. Heavy snowfall and road snow is expected over Bryan Head and SR 14. The Wasatch Plateau, ICS, Salina Summit, and Uinta routes will likely see road snow at times between Tuesday and Thursday. Road snow along the interstates is unlikely outside of the I-15 summits that get near 7,000 feet and as well as I-70's Salina Summit. And that's mostly going to be a concern during and after Tuesday night once those snow levels drop down to 7,000 feet. All right, so for a general overview, I'm just going to use the University of Utah weather page here. If it loads. And I got it open over here already, so alrighty. So this is going to be starting Monday at 6 p.m., which we are a little past now, but kind of want to just show a main pattern. If you want to take a look at this top left screen, I'll just go forward in time here. We've got this closed low off the coast of California, and that's going to be driving a lot of moisture around and underneath it, and then up into southern Utah. We'll see that on this top right panel here as I start flipping through. So as we go into tomorrow morning, we see some moisture starting to poke into southern Utah. And as we go into tomorrow afternoon, it becomes a little bit more widespread as this closed low kind of spins to the south, but sort of starts reaching our area. Going a few more slides ahead, it looks like kind of slightly drier period, but still some consistent rain, at least in Washington County. Then as we keep going forward to Wednesday afternoon, we can see that rain is just really going to keep going into Wednesday night. And at this point, we can see some parts of the eastern state also getting some precipitation. And then I also want you to take a look on this top right. We've got another closed low developing a bit further north off the coast of California. But as I keep going forward through Thursday and Thursday night, we can kind of see that this next storm track is going to act quite similar to this one that's going to be bringing moisture from Tuesday to Thursday. And we will probably see a very similar pattern, maybe slightly drier as we head into the weekend. And this low then also pushes through the state. Much past that, going into next week, we do see another storm system developing up off the Pacific Northwest coast. And this one does seem to maybe do a bit more damage to northern Utah. We've kind of got our ideal northwesterly flow coming with that one, but we'll continue to monitor that next week's storm as we get a little bit closer. All right, and then just going to run through some precip and snow totals for the week. I think the best way to kind of convey this message is just going to be using 12-hour precipitation maps for rain and snow. I will show you the rain first, and then we will take a look at the snow. So this is going to be 12-hour precipitation ending Tuesday night. So all of the rainfall for Tuesday daytime hours. As you can see, most precipitation, at least significant precipitation, is going to be limited to central and southern Utah. and bring quite a bit of rain, at least for our standards, to the southern end of the state. And then let's go into Tuesday night. It looks to become a little less widespread. Like I said, Washington County is going to continue to see quite the amount of rain. Looks like some moisture is then also going to go along the Wasatch Plateau, reach up into the Uintas, and then maybe some very light showers up in northern Utah. But these don't look to be too much. And then this is going to be Wednesday daytime hours. As you can see, it looks like kind of the precipitation becomes a little bit more widespread. Again, creeping up into central Utah, making its way through Spanish Fork and Price Canyon, as well as the Uinta routes, and maybe even some rain along I-80 through Parley's Canyon. And going into Wednesday night, can see still quite active. Again, a lot more activity down in central and southern Utah. Pretty dry looking up north. Then we'll go to Thursday daytime hours. And that is when I'm expecting a little bit more widespread precipitation to make it to northern Utah. This supports that here. Thursday afternoon, we should be seeing some rain here in the valley. And then Thursday night looks like sort of tapering off, but definitely that storm system is going to stay active as we're approached by the following low pressure system that'll be reaching the area by Friday afternoon about. And then let's take a look at some snowfall here. Going back to Tuesday. All right. So, yeah, looks like currently around 3 to 4 inches are expected for SR14 in Bryan Head area. Probably under 2 inches of snowfall along the Wasatch Plateau, and not really expecting much through Soldier Summit or any of the northern Utah usual suspects going through Tuesday night. Again, most of my area concern is going to be that same area, Bryan Head, SR14. Though it does look like the Uintas might be able to get some snow through Tuesday night. And then let's take a look at Wednesday. And again, like I said, Wednesday daytime precip is going to become a little more widespread. So is snow. A nice little band forming along north-south along the state through the Wasatch Plateau all the way down to our southern mountains, and even a little bit over Soldier Summit, and as well as the Uintas, and maybe even a touch over the Cottonwoods and the Logan area mountains. And then Wednesday night, that is going to be, again, snow for sort of the same areas as mentioned before. And then Thursday daytime hours, that's when I am expecting a little bit more activity up in northern Utah. It does look like we might be able to get around an inch of snowfall up in the Cottonwoods. Again, similar amounts for Soldier Summit, the Uintas, and then a bit more down for the southern Utah mountains. And then Thursday night, again, it looks like this storm will slightly be shifting its moisture as snow up to the northern and central portions of the state. And then I will wait to give you any snowfall and rainfall updates for Friday night and into the weekend, as we will be continuing to monitor that as we get a little bit closer. All right. And as always, if you have any questions, please give us a call at the number listed here. Don't be a stranger. If you have any questions about this forecast or what the weekend or next week might be looking like, we're happy to discuss that with you. Thanks.